right here is basically the height, 3 inches. Hermosillo is 3 inches.
Theater here in Los Angeles. It is now time for our PBC on FS1 main event of the evening. 10 rounds in the featherweight division. Promoted by TGB Promotions. Sponsored by Geico, Brooklyn Boxing, and MGM Resorts. Your 3 judges scoring our main event at ringside will be Rudy Barragan, Dr. Lou Moret, and Zachary Young. And the referee in charge when the bell sounds is Jack Reese. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He comes in wearing the green trunks trimmed with the gold. Weighing in officially at 126 and 1/2 pounds. His record 11 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw, 8 wins coming by way of knockout. Desde Jalisco, México. Ladies and gentlemen, damas y caballeros, presentando Rigoberto Hermosillo. And across the ring, his opponent fighting out of the blue corner. He comes in wearing the white trunks trimmed with the red and gold. Weighing in officially at 127 pounds. His professional record, a perfect one. 20 bouts, 20 victories, 14 of those coming by way of a knockout. Joining us from Tagbilaran, Bohol, Philippines. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the top featherweight contender, Mark Magnifico MAGSAYO.
Over here, please. Facing me right here. Facing me. Facing me. Good. Mark right here facing me. Mouthpiece. Mouthpiece. All right. These are good. These are good right now, Manny. They might come up a little bit, so I'm going to let them work right here. I got a righty against a lefty, so don't step on each other's feet if you can. And watch your heads. Please listen and obey my commands at all time. Protect yourself at all time. Fight hard, fight clean. Good luck to both of you.
For Rigoberto Hermosillo, there is Mark MAGSAYO. He said he's working on not being reckless and being smarter. For Rigoberto Hermosillo, he said everything is on the line in this fight. Everything. Hermosillo, a 3-week replacement for Jose Herro, who stepped away from the sport. In steps in the southpaw, Rigoberto Hermosillo. Mark MAGSAYO, no stranger to having changes. When he last fought here in the United States against Ramiro Robles, he said the exact same thing happened to him.
Ooh, good right hand right off the bat by MAGSAYO.
Nice left hook there by MAGSAYO.
Leaving that left hand low against the southpaw.
Nice straight right hand.
Boy, he's got quick hands, doesn't he?
By MAGSAYO.
He's got quick hands, doesn't he? But look at this.
Absolutely. But back comes Hermosillo. Hermosillo, since he was 13, has been calling Victorville, California his home. There's a straight left.
Body of Hermosillo. So there's that right hook by Hermosillo. And it's going to something I'm going to talk about in the keys to victory.
There's a straight right that backed up Hermosillo. 2 big right hands clobber.
Hermosillo, I like what I see right now.
Well, you mentioned about how wild MAGSAYO has been in the past 4 years ago. Big right hand that backed up Hermosillo. He clocked him. He had him rocked.
Boy, if he hits him again with something sharp like that.
Could be.
Wow.
Let's take a look. The power punching from MAGSAYO. What force behind that right hand, Joe?
We'll see. Look, MAGSAYO went to the Hermosillo went to the body with that left hand to the liver, and of course MAGSAYO countered. Right hand up next to his chin when he's going to the body with the liver shots from his left hand side, and then when he's close, he's got to hit the body hard, but he's got to protect himself.
Well, for Mark MAGSAYO, he's hoping to follow in the footsteps of his idol, Manny Pacquiao, and become a world champion. Pacquiao took a liking to MAGSAYO and feels that he can be a rags to riches story, much like what he's been able to do.
Boy, pulled his head out just in time. But, man, he's really looking to counter, and he's quick with his counters, MAGSAYO. See, there's the body work I was talking about. When you get in close, you got to do some damage because he got hurt by Chris Avilos, MAGSAYO did, to the body and got dropped by him.
He was dropped in the 3rd round. Second clash of heads, inadvertent.
Well, Jack Reese, the referees. Oh, good left hand by
Hermosillo. And Jack Reese did a very good job to go in there, make sure they were both taken care of.
So behind your head, when you're like that.
As you pointed out, Joe, against MAGSAYO, for MAGSAYO, he's been on the deck just once against Chris Avalos, but he would go back to finish him off in the 6th round. That was in the Philippines in front of nearly 30,000.
That's right. It was a tremendous comeback because, look, it looked like he got tired after the 2nd round. MAGSAYO, because he...
Certainly getting better and trying to crack and get closer to a world title shot.
Yeah, and the record for Uthak was like 53-6. I mean, he had a heck of a record.
MAGSAYO certainly not afraid to test his skills against high-level opposition. Final moments of the 2nd, but punches towards MAGSAYO. Here's that straight left. Boom. MAGSAYO took it well. On to the 3rd. And Rigoberto Hermosillo going at it. Joe, this has been a very entertaining matchup thus far.
It's a dangerous fight for both guys because both guys are really good. And let me tell you something. MAGSAYO is reacting to that straight left hand that Hermosillo's throwing right into his belly. Every time Hermosillo throws that straight left hand down there, and Jack may say some race about that, but it hit the belt line, so it was legal. He's reacting to it, but I don't know if that's just a nervous thing he does. He drops his hands, and MAGSAYO will probably serve him well in this fight against a really, really tough guy in MAGSAYO. And there he is going to that body, but I got to tell you, he drops that right hand really low. Hermosillo, when he jumps in with that left uppercut to the belly, and you know, you got to do that. Listen, sometimes your coaches run out of ideas for you because they haven't been to the, you know, to the mountain yet. They haven't been at the top of the game, and they run out of ideas for you, and you can't advance if you don't have new ideas being fed to you. So it makes sense, and Freddie's been there and back 100 times.
Well, I said a decade that they've been together, more like 2 decades if I stand corrected myself. So, yes, Freddie Roach certainly knows what it's like to cultivate a young Filipino prospect and develop them into a world champion. There you see the 7-time Trainer of the Year Hall of Famer, Freddie Roach.
Yeah, and while we were discussing that, Hermosillo just pinned MAGSAYO on the ropes there. And like I said, he's got to go to the body hard. Boy, was he doing it right there. He landed like 4 or 5 hard shots in the row without Freddie.
Well, he was more reckless in his previous fights, and now he is a lot more disciplined and defensive-minded, but he still has his aggression.
Yeah, well, you know, look, he's capable of boxing and pressing.
A couple big right hands that clocked Hermosillo. Back comes Hermosillo trying to close the distance. Hermosillo looking to snap his...
Real close and tight to his face. Now, if he puts that pressure on, he's got to do things like that.
There's a big right hook, and he literally jarred back the jaw of MAGSAYO.
He's been landing solid punches throughout this whole fight. Don't kid yourself. It's just that MAGSAYO's the more flamboyant looking guy in there, and he's got cat-like reflexes. And Hermosillo is just kind of a workman-like, landed a good body. Very interesting. But Hermosillo's doing what he should be doing. When he gets in close, he's really ripping the body. Even though he just missed 2 shots to the head, he should forget about the head. Just keep targeting that body to slow him down for the later rounds so the head opens up for you.
We are nearing 30 seconds to go in this 4th round. A left to the body by Hermosillo. Well, he is workmanlike and tries to pressure you to every inch of the ring, Joe.
Yeah, and he loves to use the left hand. I mean, he rarely uses the hook, Hermosillo, but, right there, he worked like 3-4 left hands right in a row. That's his power punch. That's where he feels comfortable. Ooh, see, there's that left hook from
MAGSAYO on FS1. 39 years ago, Alexis Arguello would defeat Ray Boom Boom Mancini by 14th round TKO. But
he's strong, he's determined, he puts on pressure, and MAGSAYO doesn't think that he gels real well with southpaws, and so it's hard to get combinations off on southpaws. I've been through it with my fighters before, and that may be the explanation.
Well, I think it just goes to show what are you going to favor.
But he's determined to win this fight. You can just tell by the way he's fighting.
But those around Mark MAGSAYO felt, as we are under a minute to go, they believe that tonight will be the coming out party for the undefeated featherweight contender from the Philippines.
It's a beautiful left hook, right hand to the body by MAGSAYO. Came in so quickly. He's really good. But see, now he should be working a little bit short in here with HERMOSILLO and doing a little damage on the inside instead of just long punches. Yeah, well, here we go. Here's a little missed right hand, but he stepped in with the jab. That was an awkward, effective. All right, here we go. Here's that, step back and then step back in. Then he made a nice little turn. Just kind of what I was talking about when you get close to a guy. Let your hands go. Don't hold on and waste that time.
Joe, can you talk to us about the importance of sometimes you have to show tough love to your...
That's what Freddie was just talking about. You got to use the opportunity wherever you are, inside or outside, to score.
And then also Freddie was telling him, keep your defense tight. I almost felt like Freddie felt that sometimes MAGSAYO can get a little bit lazy and drop his hands and his guard.
Well, he does it all the time. You can see him. He keeps, after he works a couple of punches, he goes down and he grabs his belt line with both hands. See, like right there. He's done it 100 times tonight.
With Freddie Roach.
Good body shots by HERMOSILLO, and then a nice little counter left uppercut by MAGSAYO. But, he does have to get busier. He is starting to look a little bit fatigued right now, MAGSAYO, which means that his punches may not be as effective, and that's not good when you're fighting a guy that's swarming you.
Has quite a bit of tenacity in HERMOSILLO.
Boy, good body shot right there. That kind of hurt MAGSAYO right there, that little left hand to the liver as he grabs his shorts again.
Bent over a little bit. He still might be feeling the remnants of that liver shot, Joe.
Oh, I'm telling you, this is those hurt more than you might suspect. Again, it doesn't take much to hurt you to the body.
End of the sixth stanza. Big right hook that connected for MAGSAYO, and a left hook to end the sixth, too.
Okay, there's a long, kind of sloppy left hand, but you see how that right hand is down from HERMOSILLO, and then MAGSAYO can do that well. And here's that right hand, boom. I mean, he's really accurate with that. MAGSAYO's down and grabs the shorts there. Here he slips under the right.
Rounds, do you think that the right hand might be hurt for MAGSAYO?
He did kind of show it to the corner. I don't know if that was just another quirky thing he does, like, grabbing his belt line. But, yeah, I noticed that too.
I'm very curious to see in the seventh round if MAGSAYO starts to throw the right hand or if it might be damaged.
Well, let me tell you something. Even if it's hurt, he'll throw it.
Very good question, but will he throw it with as much frequency?
Well,
this has been a very entertaining featherweight matchup.
It's a dangerous fight for both guys because both guys are really, they're strong guys. These are not weak punchers. They may not be one-punch knockout punchers in this particular fight, but let me tell you, they're landing some damaging punches right now. Both guys.
They're certainly going to feel the effects of this fight in them, imploring him to do. There's a straight left. That decked MAGSAYO.
It was a right hand by MAGSAYO that was countered with a quick left hand by HERMOSILLO. So they both landed. They're both doing good damage here to each other. Let me tell you, both scoring good points. This is a tough one.
A right hand that crashed into HERMOSILLO. Final his moments of brilliance in the seventh.
There's our right hand. HERMOSILLO slips.
As the corner of HERMOSILLO says, though.
Yeah, there's that slip and comeback counter right there. That was the last.
Joe, both men have sanctioning bodies, hoping to elevate his standing and remain perfect against Rigoberto HERMOSILLO. HERMOSILLO on the opposite side, looking to end his two-fight losing streak. Hook to the body by MAGSAYO. Joe, at this stage of the fight, what would you like to see out of both men? First with MAGSAYO.
Well, I think MAGSAYO, you got to put complete pressure on, keep your hands busy, and try to put MAGSAYO down with something, or at least hurt him with something where it's obvious to the judges.
Joe, moments ago, Hermosillo just ate a lethal left hook on the chin.
See right there. See, that's MAGSAYO being busy and close. That's what Freddie wanted. He landed a couple punches. He turned. He moved out, angled up, and then got busy again. So that's stuff that wins you the rounds.
MAGSAYO started to really target the body in these past 45 seconds, Joe.
Yeah, look, MAGSAYO will hit anything that you give him. You give him the head or the body, he's gonna find it. He's got a variety of punches where I think Hermosillo really over depends on that left hand right there. See, that's 3 in a row right there with his left hand. Finally a hook. 4. So 4 left hands to 1 hook, 2 hooks. Now 1 that missed. Where MAGSAYO, look, he goes to the body. He's got left hooks, right hands, straight right hands, hooks to the head, and he blends them all together in combination. So, he's a little harder to predict.
We told you when Mexico and the Philippines get together in boxing, it is no shortage of entertainment, and thus far that has been the case. Both men pushing each other in our main event. Outlanding MAGSAYO 48-28. When it comes to MAGSAYO, he has not landed more than 4 body shots in any round until the 8th, when he landed 9. So clearly, from a body punching standpoint, it favors the Mexican in Hermosillo.
Yeah, and look, I think that was that. Oh, good combo. See, and there we go. You got.
And that is not a knockdown. Eddie Pacquiao Promotions, his new promoter. He was away from the ring for 16 months from November of 2017 to March of 2019 due to promotional issues, but that has now been rectified. Vicious left hook for MAGSAYO.
Boy, it's been all MAGSAYO this round. Let me tell you something. Not only has he been doing very well offensively, defensively, he's really used some good matrix, style movements to avoid punches from
left uppercut by MAGSAYO, followed by a right, as he puts together November of 2017 to March of 2019 due to promotional issues, but that has now been rectified. Vicious left hook for MAGSAYO.
Boy, it's been all MAGSAYO this round. Let me tell you something. Not only has he been doing very well offensively, defensively, he's really used some good matrix, style movements.
Left uppercut by MAGSAYO, followed by a right, as he puts together more combinations, does the undefeated Filipino featherweight. But back comes Hermosillo. One more. Jack Reese.
Yeah, you're going to see they bang bodies here, if I'm not mistaken. Right there's a good left hook. And then see, nice little rally again. But see, pulled away on this fight. And is the training and let it all go right now. Why waste any of it?
Talk about motivation in between the 9th and the 10th from Hall of Fame trainer Freddie Roach. Just over the halfway point, a left hook by MAGSAYO, but answering back with the left of his own is Hermosillo.
Step away.
This has been a terrific fight, Joe, between 2 men who are giving their all inside that ring.
I'm going to tell you something. MAGSAYO, the longer he's with Freddie and that group, the more this is only his first fight with him. Let me just tell you something. He's going to be somebody to. I think MAGSAYO really has to get in there and bang it out with him like this. But I think Freddie saw that he had him real hurt last round. He had him hurt, and that MAGSAYO, is still got the availability and the power to knock out Hermosillo or do a lot of damage. I really don't think Freddie thinks he's behind.
Joe, you hear it thrown around in boxing.
MAGSAYO pulled away on this fight, and is comfortably ahead right now. So, I just think Freddie wanted him to. Don't be an underachiever in this fight. Use all of your skills, use all of the training, and let it all go right now. Why waste any of it?
Talk about motivation in between the 9th and the 10th from Hall of Fame trainer Freddie Roach. Just over the halfway point, a left hook by MAGSAYO, but answering back with the left of his own is Hermosillo.
Step away.
This has been a terrific fight, Joe, between 2 men who are giving their all inside that ring.
I'm going to tell you something, MAGSAYO, the longer he's with Freddie and that group of guys in that gym, the more this is only his first fight with them. Let me just tell you something, he's going to be somebody to be reckoned with because he has got a lot of skills defensively as well as offensively. Quick hands, powerful, can slip, can turn, can pivot. I like him.
MAGSAYO, a big right that momentarily wobbled Hermosillo. MAGSAYO has stated in the near future he wants the champions at 126. For Hermosillo, I would love to see him again, without a doubt.
Oh, yeah.
Vicious body punching between these two.
Well, that was a nice little flurry by Hermosillo, but I think a little too late. You know, we got 10 seconds here.
That ends what was a very entertaining Seal Go the Distance show. This one was entertainment without a doubt.
Oh, look, I mean, there was a lot of back and forth, and Hermosillo might have been a little busier, but he certainly wasn't as accurate and damaging as MAGSAYO was. So, you know, you had a lot of stuff going on in this fight, but this was top shelf fighting right here by both guys.
There. When it comes to the punch, then.
Yeah, listen, I mean, you kind of summed it up in that last round. They both went for broke in that last round here. But look, there was, you know, over 1,200 punches thrown here. It looks like.
Gentlemen, having completed the full 10 rounds, we go to the scorecards. Judge at ringside, Rudy Barragan scores it 100-90 in favor of MAGSAYO. Judge Dr. Lou Moret scores it 96-94 for Hermosillo. And Judge Zachary Young scores it 96-94 for your winner by split decision. And still undefeated, Mark Magnifico MAGSAYO.